Greetings, fellow ukuleleans. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new ukulele tutorial. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I'd like to go over a subject today that I call the 1-6-2-5. That's the commonly referred to chord progression that sometimes people call the money chords, the ice cream chords. It's just a really popular chord progression that's been used throughout all kinds of music. Let's dive into it. Everything I did there was in the key of C. And that was using some chords that we can make more basic. We can kind of break those down into just simply a C chord, an A minor chord, an F chord, and a G chord. A little simpler than what I was doing. And yeah, that's known as the 1-6-2-5, the old 1-6-2-5. So many songs use this. I'll name a couple. Heart and Soul, you might know that one. Stand By Me, very popular song. Blue Moon, everyone knows Blue Moon. Run Around Sue. Every Breath You Take, a very different genre from those others from the 80s, The Police. 26 Miles. You've got Sherry. You've got all kinds of songs. It's Always Look on the Bright Side of Life. That's one I forgot. Monty Python. That's a pretty funny one. But that progression, it's iconic. You've heard it before. Sounds like so many doo-wop songs and so many things from the late 50s and then going all the way up to the modern era. There's still people using it, Justin Bieber and whatnot. So the idea is that we take the 1 chord in the key of C, that's the C chord. The 6 chord, which is A minor. The 4 chord, which is F. And the 5 chord, which is G. So once you've established that you have these 4 chords, that repeating chord progression is the 1-6, in this case 4-5. To change it to 1-6-2-5, you change that F chord into a D minor, and that gives you this. Just a little different sound. That slight alteration kind of gives it a different edge, a different almost jazziness to it. And you'll find that a lot of Tin Pan Alley composers used D minor instead of F. They used the 2 minor chord instead of the 4 major chord. And if that music theory is above your head, if you're thinking, well, I don't even know what the 4 major chord is or the 2 minor chord, that's okay. We'll get into that in a different video. It's something I've gone over a lot before in my own videos, but it's something that I will discuss again in the future. So don't worry, if that theory's over your head, don't worry about the theory, just listen to the sound. Listen to how familiar that sound is. You know you've heard it. Harkens back to an older era. It definitely sounds like the way songs were written way, way back. And they still are today, but less so. That's just not the kind of sound that we're hearing today on the radio. When you turn on your radio, you're going to hear some other sounds with a lot fewer chords. A lot of songs today use a maximum of 4 chords, and so that's kind of interesting. How songs used to have a lot more chords in them. So the whole idea here is that you can take that very basic sound, that 1-6-4-5, turn it into 1-6-2-5, and then the world is your oyster. There is an awful lot you can do. I'll break this video into multiple parts just because there's so much you can do with it. And I'm not even going to get to the tip of the iceberg, but this should take up probably a good 15 minutes or so. So we'll dive into this, but not too deep. We'll get into the surface of it first. All right. So you're probably asking, all right, you showed me the chords, but what do you do? What do you strum? What do you fingerpick? Let's talk about strumming first. And a really basic strum that you could use for a song like 26 Miles or Run Around Sue would be down, up, down, up. Real simple. So down, up, down, up. And if we assume that each chord is going to be 2 beats apiece, that's going to go like this. That's a really common way to hear it, that particular harmonic rhythm where the chords are 2 beats apiece. And harmonic rhythm just describing how fast the chords change in a song. It's harmonic rhythm. So let's slow down the harmonic rhythm. Let's make each chord last for an entire measure. That would give you this. Like so many 50s doo-wop songs and ballads did. That was a really common pattern back then. Millions and millions of songs. So that gives you a really basic strum. Let's extrapolate from there and go further. So the calypso strum would be the next logical one after you do down, up, and calypso being down, down, up, down, up, down, up. I've talked about the calypso strum before in other videos, and I'm sure you've come across it somewhere. Very common ukulele strum. It's derived from guitar. A lot of guitar strums are based on that. And in ukulele land, we call it the calypso strum, or the island strum. And then you can do down, down, up. That's a good one. That works for one of those songs like Duke of Earl. That would be a good rhythm for that.